is a Blairing Out with Eric Blair show. Tonight on the red carpet for the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund's 10th anniversary memorial gala. You're with the man, the myth, the legend, Doug Aldrich. Why is it important for people to support the Ronnie James Dio Stand Up and Shout Cancer Fund?
Because we need awareness for cancer. You got to get it. You got to get diagnosed quick if you have it. We all have a chance, and Ronnie, you know, is somebody that I mean, we wish it would have been found out sooner. He might have still been here. So that's what Ronnie would want, is people to get checked out.
And Ronnie James Dio should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Ronnie's the greatest metal singer of all time. Nobody better.
We just talked to Keith St. John about Burning Rain.
Right.
And you guys are doing some touring when you can. Tell me about what you love about doing Burning Rain.
Well, it's kind of like it's a guilty pleasure thing, because Keith and I have been doing it since 1998, a few years back, and it's fun, man. We just have there's no shackles on. We do whatever we want, and just play music that we like. And we did a record last year. It came out in about a year ago, actually, and we did a little bit of touring in Europe and a few shows, scattered shows here and there. But to be honest, you know, the Dead Daisies is my kind of mothership thing, and so that's my main priority. And I work around when I can. We just Burning Rain. We just did Monsters Rock Cruise, and it was a lot of fun, man.
So everybody knows this. Glenn Hughes is in the Dead Daisies,
yeah.
And you guys are recording. You were recording at some villa. Total rock star. Tell me, what is this album sounding like? I haven't heard any of the songs yet.
It sounds like Dead Daisies, but with a new lead singer. I mean, of course, we miss John and Marco, but Glenn he's a force. I used to call Glenn Hughes Force One, because he's just like a force. You can't stop him. This is one of the greatest musicians, singers of our lives, with Glenn Hughes, and I'm super excited about the record. It sounds amazing.
And then tell me, what is it like bouncing off musical ideas with Glenn Hughes? And you got Dean in there. I mean, it's happening, man.
It's very cool. I mean, Dean is so talented. I love him. He's a beautiful human. We made friends on a few tours back with Whitesnake and Journey, and then we've always been close. We did some projects together, it's kind of session projects, a thing called Revolution Saints, and Dean's got an amazing voice. So him and Glenn together is like a huge, it's massive singing. And then, you know, I was just saying with Glenn's bass tone is so big, it's so nasty and sexy and fat. It's like you don't even need a guitar. So I don't know, me and David Lowy are gonna be kind of like filling in the gaps, but Glenn's bass, he would show up to soundcheck, he'd pick up his bass and be like, we're like, wow, you know? What do you need? What else do you need? You don't need that. You got drums and that bass and a voice. That's a band. But the new Dead Daisies stuff is really awesome. I'm really excited about it, and I think people are going to be happy with it. You know, like I said, you make a change in lead singers, there's always people that are going to be missing the old lineup. But that's the thing about the Dead Daisies, which is not dissimilar from Deep Purple. In the beginning, Deep Purple was a roundabout. Deep Purple was like, hey, come in, make some music, and go away, and that's how it was. And same with Dead Daisies. And so now we've got Glenn Hughes, and keep him as long as we can.
David Lowy.
He's been around the block. He knows everybody. He knows all the rock stars more than I do, you know. And David is, in his own right, I mean, this is a guy that plays guitar with reckless abandon, and I can't do that, you know. I mean, I've been playing guitar for 40 something years, and the way he plays is still, it's an enigma. It's a mystery to me, the way he pulls out this youthful, honest approach on guitar. So me and Glenn were tracking guitars and basses in France at that session, and it sounded amazing. But when David Lowy put a guitar on it, then it became the Dead Daisies. He's really got a thing, he's got a thing.
The tour plans for the Dead Daisies.
We're starting rehearsals April 18th, and we're going to go all over the world. Hopefully they have a handle on the coronavirus by the time we get to Asia in the fall. But we're starting off in Europe, starting off in Moscow, I think, or in Russia, and then we get to Moscow in May. And we do the European tour, and then there's South America, Australia, Japan, US, and then back to the UK.
What's the name of the album?
I can't tell you.
Okay. Doug Aldrich, you rock. Thank you so much for being on the Blurring Out with Eric Blair show.
Thanks, Eric.
Blurring Out with Eric Blair with Doug Aldrich, signing off.
The Blurring Out Show.